What's up, traders? Going 2 for 2. If it looks like I just woke up from a nap, it's because I did. And so let's get to this. We had 2 trades. First one was on SABR. Pretty self-explanatory trades today, I would say, for the most part. Nice move up through that previous high from yesterday. We zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. This one was kind of frustrating because we wanted a little bit more out of the pullback, but take what the market gives you. But yeah, nice shot up through 10 here to 1036. We ended up getting short at 1028. It did try to come down, didn't quite get us. I don't remember where our take profit was, but it wasn't too far away from where it went to, but then it ultimately ended up going a little bit higher. Was looking for it to go up through 1050. Clearly started the struggle, didn't go through. So we ended up getting an ad at, let's get rid of this line so we can actually click on it, 1039. So pretty close to the top there. Started this one fairly small, so it was okay getting that ad that close together because I was looking to hit this for 200 over 1050. So I only took 100 of those 200 anyway, and ended up working from there. Started to scale out. And was hoping to get those leftovers all the way back down here somewhere around that 980, 950 area. But as you can see, it started to curl, and this thing didn't look back the entire rest of the day. Pretty crazy how sideways it's going at the moment. Kind of looks almost like a buyout after that point. Our second trade was CFVI. CFVI, this one was pretty nice as well. Previous day's high over here, 1544. Scroll in a little bit, and you'll see the move. There we go. Previous resistance, yesterday's high, right there at the bell. It comes up to it again, starts to go sideways, and then boom. We do get a little bit of volume out of nowhere. However, I remember as I pulled this up, that was kind of the last of my thoughts of it being a volume out of nowhere. I didn't really look at it. And the reason for that is because it was still early. I usually don't think volume out of nowheres happen this early in the day. It was only what, 10:10-ish, 10:10. And so when I pulled it up and I saw it, I saw this line, one big candle, and that whole dollar. That's what I was looking for. I was like, I really wanted to break that whole dollar, but it started to jiggle real hard there. So I used the scroll wheel, went up to 100 shares, and just hit the button. And the reason I only used 100, something like this, I probably would have tried to use 200. But I was not afraid, but I was thinking we're that close to 16. It was trying, and I just pulled this up, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen with it. I didn't want to get too much size, and then it rips up through. Although I do think 1620-ish or so was the halt. I do remember, I think it being pretty close. I'd have to go back and check, which again, I do have these clipped in the highlight section over on Twitch. So if you want to watch those, it'll be the first pinned comment down below. But as you can see, we started scaling out. We took the majority of it here at the halfway point. So we took 80 of the 100 shares, and then we just started scaling out, which is kind of crazy to think about if you see 4 more arrows knowing I only had 20 shares left. But I ended up making a pretty decent amount on those shares. I mean, if I would have took the whole thing here, 1568, 91. So what's that? $23. So I ended up making an extra almost $7 on 20 shares, which is, it's kind of crazy if you think about it, right? And what if this was 1,000 shares instead of 100, right? It makes a little bit more sense. And I'm really trying to get into this habit because I know that when I do start to scale up, I'm going to have the bigger share size to where it's going to actually start making a decent difference. So that's kind of why I'm really trying to get into the habit of scaling out. But you'll always see me take that big chunk first, right? And then whatever the leftovers do, because this is the trade that I'm looking for, right? The big intense move, look for that jiggle into the pullback. What it does after that, we don't know, right? I mean, my 2 trades today are a perfect example of that, right? CFVI, it comes down. As you can see, it did try to go back up, but it comes down and continues down. SABR, it came down and then went up and stayed up the rest of the day. So I don't know what they're going to do after you get that intense move into the pullback. But what I do know is that I'm going to have the bulk of my position out of there on the high probability play. I could try to make some on leftovers, but I'm not really necessarily looking to make everything on those leftovers. So, and you'll always see me. I look for these previous resistance retouches. A lot of times you see those being held as support. And so I'll take them usually at least half of whatever I have left at that spot as well. And then if it continues, it continues. So that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate the support. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. You can find me in Discord, find me on Twitter. And hopefully you guys have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace.